Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today I am doing a day in the life of a work from home mom. Actually, I am sitting outside of Poem's school right now because she has her first grade musical performance. I got Pal Pal with me. Say hi, Palish. She got up early enough, y'all. It's 8 o'clock. The performance is at 8:30, so I logged on to work at 7. I was able to do maybe one or two things. Got ready really quick and came up here to the school. The school's only like 1 or 2 minutes away driving. And so we're going in here so we can see her performance. Poem does have a part to say, and we had to kind of do a little pep talk because in her kindergarten performance, musical performance, she had a part to say, and she kind of fumbled a little bit and got a little bit of stage fright. So she was really like psyching herself out, and I just had to give her some encouragement. I was like, girl, you are a child of the King. Okay, you are a child of God, and you are a turner, and we don't quit, we don't fail, and if you do mess up again, you learn from this and you move forward. So we're hoping Popo does good. I'm sure she will. But I got her dressed so cute today. Their outfit attire was supposed to be like fall attire or picture day wear, so I'm excited, y'all. I told y'all, Poem don't be telling me nothing, and we get like 10 to 12 emails a week, and I'm like, I never knew about this performance. I'm like, can parents go? Yes, we're gonna go. Like, can parents go? I've been asking her all this, and then finally we got a reminder email last night, and I never saw the email that came through before. So I rushed to Target, got her little outfit yesterday, and made sure she felt beautiful, and just gave her some words of encouragement. So I know she's gonna do well. Let's go see our Popo, okay? You ready, Pal Pal? Yeah. Okay, come on.
Like to invite Poem and Nihal from Miss Landis' first grade class to come down.
There are many things to listen for. Wait, I forgot one part. It is fun to learn how music is put together. There are many things to listen for. Slowly, slowly, very slowly, up the wooden rail.
Guys, we are back in the car now. Her performance is over. They went back to class. She did so good. I'm so glad they let her read, because Poem doesn't tell me anything. And I'm like, last year they gave her like a paper to take home. I guess this year they didn't. And she ended up having like the longest thing to say, so she read it off. I'm glad. Y'all, if y'all can tell, I don't know what's going on with my lips. We'll talk about it later, but my lips have been turning like, you can't see it that bad. You probably can't. It's been turning like purple, like black, and I don't know what's going on, and it's very annoying. I think I may be having some hormonal changes or something. I don't know if it's dehydration. I don't know, guys, but it looks bad. So I have to try and keep it moisturized, but it looks so bad, and it's making me self-conscious. But you see like the dark patch. Okay, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, I need to get back to work, but we're gonna stop at Kroger really quick up the street and get some apple juice and some lunch for the girls for later, just a few things, because we are out of groceries. I need to go grocery shopping, but I'm not gonna have time this morning, so I'm just gonna go pick up a few things, and then I'm gonna head back to work. Hey guys, so it is 10:59. I have been working for a little bit. I'm really trying to get into it. So I told Dre, leave me alone, Dre. Don't come in here playing and trying to play and stuff because I gotta work. But no, he's with the girls. He's feeding them breakfast. I have found myself a little bit behind. And so I'm trying to catch up. Like I mentioned, October is a busy month for us with big renewals. And so, and our system errors and all of that. So I was able to bind a lot of stuff yesterday that I couldn't bind last week because of system errors. So I'm trying to catch my email inbox up. And I did a lot of that. I pretty much did my inbox all day yesterday, my email inbox. And I was able to get a nice amount done. I'm on 10/3 now, so October 3rd, and today's October 10th, so I got a little bit more whiles to go. I have tasks to do. It's just a lot to do, so sometimes it's like, where do I start? So that's where my to-do list comes in. Now, I did not fill out my to-do list today just because my day kind of didn't start off like, I guess I had to stop and go to Poem's performance. So I'm kind of just winging it today. There's a couple of things I know I need to do. A couple of new business quotes I know I need to do. But I'm really trying to get my Outlook together. Get rid of some of those. Operations sent me a list of renewals that they weren't able to issue. So I need to go through those, review them, and issue those. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. Guys, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, okay? Maybe it's the elephant for me because it's just, I see it every time I look at myself. I don't know what's going on with my lips, okay? They are turning like dark purplish black. And it's been going on for like a week now. It started out with like a dark line like this. So I thought maybe it was the new lip liner I was using or something. I was using a lip scrub. But I have been using the lip scrub for a while, like at least about a week, maybe a week and a half, and no reaction or anything to that. And I'm trying to pinpoint what I was doing last week. I don't really remember other than I have been using a newer lipstick and lip liner, but I would think if I were having any type of reaction to it, it would have happened in like the first couple days. Not like a week or two later. I don't know. You get on Google and you start just searching stuff, and I eliminated, I'm not pregnant, okay? We eliminated that one. It also said it could be hormonal changes. And I am breastfeeding, so I don't know if that's it. It did say dehydration. And I know I have not been drinking a lot of water like I should have lately. I've been drinking a lot of soda, like zero sugar soda, but still I don't think that's too good to be doing that a lot. So I've been trying to take more water, but it's just it's discolored. It turns dark. It's like purplish, and it's very, very dry. So that's why I try to keep gloss or moisturizer on it. Or I've been using, what have I been using? I don't know where's that. The kids probably took it somewhere. The Aquaphor. I feel like that dries it out a little bit, but like it's just, even right now, I don't have anything on it because I was eating my oatmeal, and it's very dry right now. And I'm just very self-conscious about it because at work, like I noticed it last week started to happen, and especially at the company party when my lips started wearing off. I felt like when I was talking, people were looking at my mouth when I was talking. And I would have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it looks like I'm a smoker. That's what it looks like. And I really do not like that. Because, sometimes people's lips turn dark when they smoke, and I don't smoke. But I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know, but I'm hoping it clears up. Some days it looks better than the other, but it's just, I don't like it. I don't know what's going on. Let me go put on some gloss because it's chapping up a little bit. So I'm going to get back to work. Today is Thursday. So Poem and Palace have dance today. So Poem is now in hip hop class. She's taking a hip hop class and she loves it. And then Palace is taking a ballet and gymnastics class. It's a ballet / gymnastics class. So that's what we're doing today. Not sure what we're going to do for dinner yet. I need to pay some bills today. And yeah, get this work done. So I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to get to work.
So yeah, man, this underwriter stuff, man. It ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? It's straight, you know. Especially when I got to do these quotes and, you know what I mean, with these big companies and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all like to hear about that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? If you trying to be an underwriter, I say just go for it. Just do your thing, man. Man, you got way more than I got. Yeah.
What are we doing for dinner tonight?
Big back up, everything, and now dinner.
Well, that's why as a mom and a wife, you gotta think about dinner. You gotta think about dinner. I'm trying to project the rest of my day so I can.
You say hi?
They don't get you for calling me a big back, and I'm gonna leave it in there.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So it is 2:47 p.m. I have less than 15 minutes left before I am done with work. So I am still in my inbox. We've been in the inbox all day, responding to emails. Now, of course, in the inbox can be tasks. Like when I go into a file, there may be a task for me because sometimes the agents will email me and send it to the mailbox where the tasks are created. So I can kill two birds with one stone, release a task and do an email. But for these last 15 minutes, I just figured I will give you guys some kind of examples of what kind of emails I would receive and how I would respond to them as an underwriter. Okay, so one email I received is from one of the regional business development officers. He's asking, Mallory, blank company is wanting to move the solo doctor policies. There are around 8, but I'm not sure how many precisely that auto renew on October 24th. Can you see below and advise what would have to happen to endorse their payroll onto blank company's policy effective 10/24 and then pick up them going forward? Can we do this without LPRs? I will simplify things. Okay, so basically we have this big network that we insure, and sometimes the doctors on that policy, for whatever reason, it could be contract reasons, will need to have their own separate workers' comp policy. So in cases like that, we will separate them on their own policy and include their payroll at the max cap for that state, right? So for here, these doctors, of course, are a part of this company or of this network. So they're asking, instead of them renewing on October 4th separately, can we add those doctors' payroll to the other policy? So the answer is yes, that we can. We can go ahead and do that. And what I would need is for them to provide me the prorated payroll for those doctors from October 24th to January 1st. And January 1st is the day I needed to, because the policy they want to go on to, that policy renews on January 1st. So we just need a prorated amount of their payroll. I will add that payroll onto that policy. And then when January 1st comes up, typically they will send me what the renewal estimates are for the new renewal. Now he said, can we do this without LPRs? An LPR is basically it's an accord form, or it's an application form. It's a form that you have to sign if you're canceling a business policy. If you're canceling a business insurance policy, you have to have a written request on file. So that could be a signed LPR, which is a form. That can be a forwarded email, or that could be a letter. It just has to be written documentation. So I will let you know what I responded to this business development officer. Okay, so I said, hi blank, to add a doctor's payroll to blank policy effective 10/24/2024, I will need the prorated payroll amount for each doctor from 10/24 to 1/1. We would add that total prorated payroll they provide to the blank policy effective 10/24. To make cancellations of the doctor's policies easier, The agent can send an email to each doctor and have them confirm that they want to cancel their solo policy effective 10/24. I can use that forwarded email in lieu of a signed LPR. Simple, and then I will put the correspondence from me and that business development officer into the file. All right, so that is done, and I can delete that from my inbox and move on to the next one. All right, so the next one, this one is, they CC'd me on it, so I know there's already a task in here for me to do. It's for a new business general liability quote. So this agent reached out and said, hey, can you please provide me with a CGL, commercial general liability, offer for the following: Blank Properties LLC. I'm saying blank because of course I'm omitting the name. Blank Properties LLC. They gave the address, they gave the construction, year built, sprinklers, number of stories, and area. Now, because this is a CGL policy, it's a general liability, I'm not covering the property for this. I don't need to know what the construction is, the year built, if it's sprinkler or number of stories. But we do rate our exposure based on the space occupied. So if a doctor needs general liability for their practice and they are in a huge building where they share other space with other practices, then we would only need the square footage of the space that they occupy, and we rate based on that. So the area of the space this place occupies is 24,702. And doing a CGL is pretty quick. What time is it? 2:56. I said it's going to be done in 3 or 4 minutes. I can at least start a little bit. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to look up the address and see what I can find, because the name of the business is Blank Properties LLC. Okay. Like I said, the company that I work for, we have a niche, and that's the medical field as far as providing insurance for doctors, hospitals, people in the healthcare practice to a limit. There are certain things we won't do. So if properties is in the LLC, I need to do a little bit further digging just to make sure to see what type of tenants are there. And then I need to figure out, is this a property that one of our doctors that we already insure owns, or what the deal is. But sometimes I can see based off of the address, just Googling the address to see what's there. I say that's what I'm going to do now. And this is a location in Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, I see a picture here. Okay, so I'm just zooming in to see where actually the location is, because you guys know sometimes with Google Maps, they can give you, they won't pinpoint you right where the address is, especially if it's like if there's several buildings surrounding. And I think this is it here, but yes. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to pause really quick. Palace needs to use the bathroom. All right, I'm back for a second at least. All right, so this definitely looks like a medical facility. I'm gonna go back to Google, and sometimes the address will list. Okay, so at this address, there are multiple. There's eye doctors, there's fertility specialists, there's doctors. So this definitely is a building where the tenants are in the health and medical field. Perfect. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna print a copy of a picture of the building into the file. And I'm just gonna title it photo and put the address next to it. What? I don't look right. All right, so that's done. I've confirmed that this building is used to house practices and things of that nature. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, like I said, this risk is in Alabama. I'm going to go to the Alabama Secretary of State website and make sure that the entity that they provided is active and registered. And typically, if you want to see if any legal entity, business name, if it's a corporation or LLC, if it is active, you can search just by searching, like for instance, Alabama business entity search. And then usually the state website will come up. You can put in the name, or if you have the FEIN number, but usually just the name. It's usually the name. It's not FEIN. There's only some states, like I think Florida, you can look up that way. But I'm going to put the name in, and let's see. There it is. It pops right up. It says it exists and it's active, and they have been active since 2019. They have been in business for 4 years. I'm going to print that business filing into the file as well. This is a part of my underwriting steps. So for general liability, of course, well, for all lines of business, we make sure that the legal entity shows correctly if it's a corporation or an LLC. And then we look up the location and make sure a copy of a photo of the location is in the file as well. Okay, I have all the information that I need to quote. So now I can go to my quoting platform. That gives us so much trouble sometimes, but it's okay. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it figured out. They're gonna get it figured out. And I'm so glad now the indexing team, or the team that tasks these things, that they now start the quote for us, because before we would have to start it from scratch, but now they put mostly the name and all that in there. So now I could just search the quote number, go in, and do what I need to do. Okay. All right. So we have our address. And I feel like I'm going to have to put the address in here. Yeah, I am, because they didn't put the address in here. All right. So they didn't give us any limits, which a lot of the time our internal agents won't. Our external agents will give us everything we need. Our internal agents won't. And so I quote with the minimum that we offer. So the minimum we offer is the minimum we offer is 1 million each occurrence, 3 million aggregate limit. So we'll cover up to 1 million in liability for each occurrence, but overall for the policy term, we'll only cover up to 3 million. Meaning, if you have a slip and fall, and that slip and fall will only cost you $500,000, for the remainder of that term, you'll have 2.5 million left for that policy term. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put that information in. We have our legal entity. Our legal entity is a LLC. We're not doing any scheduled credit or anything of that nature. Location, we'll add our location. All right, our classification, we're going to use the general liability code 66561, which is for medical offices, okay? And we're going to rate our premium based on the area, or the square footage. So we already know that our square footage is 24,702. All right, and I'm just gonna rate to get a rate. So in Alabama, in Birmingham, for 24,702 square feet for an exposure class code of 66561, which is medical offices, the premium for our minimum general liability limits, the 1 million, 3 million, this premium is going to be $4,358. So our general liability rates are pretty competitive. I mean, we haven't changed them for years, and we're always competitive with general liability. So it's 308. I said I was going to be done at 3, so I know that's done. That's where I left off. Tomorrow I will do my quote proposal and send that out. Okay. All right, so we're able to get through 2 little emails. We're about to get off now. Let me go get Palace off the toilet, because she's still sitting there. And yeah. I got a couple hours before I have to get these little kids ready for dance class. Poem, show us some hip hop.
She's a lawyer, and she doesn't.
I'm a
know.
who?
A lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yes, you're a lawyer, and you don't know how to act when a lawyer wasn't.
Poem's feeling silly today. All right, so I'm officially off of work. Thank you, Lord. Now time to tend to the family. It's like you off one job, on to the next. But yeah, I have a bottle in the warmer for Miss Purpose here. She's hungry and ready to eat. Pilot, what are you doing? Chasing a squirrel. So after I feed her, I'm gonna sit out and do my first of the month bills. And this is the beginning of October, so I feel like the bulk of things are due in the beginning, right? So you have rent. Well, rent's already paid. It's the 8th. What's today? Today's the 10th. So we have, what we got? We got both car notes. We got insurance, car insurance. We have phone, internet, things like garbage, pest control. What else? Our little odds and off things like Affirm or Afterpay. You guys use Afterpay? Sometimes Afterpay and Sezzle and stuff come in the clutch, but I try not to use it a lot because it can be so addictive to use, and then it's like once you pay it all down, and then here you go again. But I've been doing pretty good at it. But yeah, that, and so I'm gonna sit out and do bills, and we'll see how much money is going out this first October paycheck. I like watching sometimes like budget with me videos just to kind of see how other people are living, because sometimes like I compare and I'm like, gosh, like how were they? I'm not comparing my life to people. What I mean by, girl, if you don't get up here from that street, come up here. Not compare my life, but I like to see like how other people are surviving. Like what are other people paying for insurance? You know, what are other people paying for rent? If I could go back, like I would have made better decisions in my college days and in my prior to kids days with just the things I did, like as far as opening credit cards or getting certain loans and things of that nature. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, I don't know if I've said this before, but I filed for bankruptcy years ago. Like I want to say it was either 2018 or 2019. And I'm thinking about doing my bankruptcy story. And if you guys want to hear that, let me know. If enough people are interested in hearing about my bankruptcy story, I will tell it, because I was just so swamped way over my head. We had either, it might have been 2019 where it all got settled. I think we either were getting married or about to get married. And I was just like, I don't want to go into it with all this debt. On top of that, I had student loans that I hadn't started paying back yet. So if you guys want to hear that story and hear where I am now when it comes to all that, I don't mind telling it. And my thought process about doing it, like I don't regret it, not one bit. It has not affected me how people will say it affects me, but also I knew it would be a certain amount of time before I would even consider getting a house and all of that. So we're now near the ending of all, you know, where it probably won't affect me as much if I did try and go and buy a house in the next year or two. So if you guys want to hear that story, let me know. I've been better with money. I'm still getting there. Some things happened where, yeah, y'all tell me if y'all want me to do my bankruptcy story and I'll do it. I have no problem doing that. So let's go see if her milk is ready. Do you want to say hi? Did you enjoy your milk? Did you enjoy your milk, little girl? Oh. Do you enjoy your milk? Oh. Yeah, she's trying to pull herself up, like using her stomach muscles to sit up. Right? She done already rolled over from her stomach to her back a couple times already. I'm like, why are you growing up so fast, little girl? You just turned 4 months on October 3rd. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, sugar? Can you give me a smile? Can you smile for mommy? Oh, yeah, mommy got you. Can you smile for mommy? Can you smile for the vlog? Say hello, vlog. Say hello, vlog. Hello. Oh, was that a smile? Was that a smile? You say hello, Hello. They're playing with chalk and coloring the mailbox post. Hey guys, so I am actually sitting here editing this vlog and I did not realize that I did not end the vlog. So I'm popping in really quick to end the vlog and say thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Make sure to hit that like button if you want to see more content like this. I tried to make this video very like work from home related, not a lot of extra stuff. Tried to incorporate kind of like my job task into it a little bit. So it was probably a lot more of a talking vlog. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will say that I am probably going to take just a break for like a week or two. I've been posting every week. I want to say maybe for the last month and a half, which is a great thing, but I need to draw back for like a week and really just focus, honestly, just on my relationship with God and recentering and getting some things that I have been thinking about and things that I need to get in order. And I'm gonna take about a week, probably a week and a half off. So there probably won't be a vlog next week or possibly the week after. I'm not gonna take too much of a break. But yeah, I'm gonna take a little break and I hope you guys are here when I get back. All right. So as always, thank you guys for supporting, for watching, subscribing, and I will see you in a couple weeks.